Okay, after almost a month, I'm gonna be taking you at what has changed at our Community Connect project site. This is an exciting time to be back. It has rained a lot here in Perth as winter is in full swing and just past the winter solstice. And so we've got the weeds and the oats from the hay growing like crazy. I will do a walk around of our project site in a second, just to highlight some of the things that have changed in the last month, and I hope you enjoy that. So just to point out a few things, I'm gonna explain that we have or let me just show you. I think it's easier. Hey, so I'm in the middle or in the centerpiece of the yarning circle, which we had some beautiful hay bales around, and that has been a great meeting place for the community, the hay being warm on your bum, and also a play area for the local kids. So it's been moved around a bit, but with all the heavy rain, the hay has now soaked in heavily and is barely, like, it's so heavy it's hard to move. So you can see it's sprouting the oats, and it has lots of mushrooms growing on it as well. So it's probably going to be converted soon from a seating into food for the chickens and ducks. We have had another day where we planted winter seedlings, namely beans and brassicas, into the 6 rotational beds with varying success. The broad beans absolutely loved it, and some of the other seeds sprouted, but it seems that we may need to plant a few more winter veggies that have already been raised by nursery. So over here we have a lot of broccoli seedlings that we have to thin out, and beetroot behind it, and the dwarf beans that I had planted haven't taken at all. There was only one plant, so I just recently went to the nursery and bought more brassicas, kales, cauliflowers, whereas the broad beans look luscious. We also have kohlrabi, red cabbage and carrots growing in the beds in the back. And our herb spiral has filled out a little bit more, so the beautiful community project of building this wonderful limestone herb spiral was completed on the actual day, event day, and has been then filled with soil and worm towers and now herbs. So we've got some tarragon, thyme, sage and rosemary and chives that have been donated by the community and transplanted, and then I've added a few seedlings here as well to complete our culinary and medicinal herbs. So we've got parsley, lots of chamomile plants as well, oregano, which is great against coughs and sinus infections. We've got coriander, which is hard to grow, I think, but hopefully it's going to survive. Mint in a pot so it doesn't spread too much, and then calendula as well. And the orchard has been completed. It's absolutely wonderful to see these plants soak up the winter rain. We've got a blood orange, the quince lime, and kumquat tree, a nectarine and an apple tree. And then we have the ice cream bean tree and the dwarf almond tree over here that had been planted on the event day as well, that are loving the winter rains. Our goji berry sits on the edge of the yarning circle. It has taken a funny kind of coloring of orange, so I haven't seen that on the leaves before, so I'm hoping it's okay. And the Geraldton wax seems to have transplanted really well as well. There's still an outstanding task here to complete the edging of this native bed, but that maybe has to wait a little. Next to our nasturtia, we've just added a few more of the excess limestones and planted a native here that's going to shade the yarning circle in summer from the northern sun. Our Miyawaki forest absolutely is thriving. We may have lost our strawberry guavas right on the edge here, which were transplanted from a different site, or it is deciduous. I have to look that up. I'm not so sure. It's very difficult to see the native plants in between the oats that are growing and the weeds that are growing out of the mulch there, but they are thriving. I've been weeding around them with a little group of friends from the community here, and try to keep them clear so they will come out eventually and hopefully get rid of the weeds around it then. Winter is a tough time and we try not to spray, so we've got a beautiful rosella thriving here with the morning sun, which is absolutely gorgeous, and saltbush over here, and the minjimberry I think is in the back. So yeah, the Miyawaki forest is thriving. We're gonna monitor the growth over time and also try to keep the weeds at bay as much as possible. So hard to see the natives in between all of this weed. Yeah, I hope you liked the little update.